Hi guys, this is Tranquility Eden and thank you for checking out this video. So in this video we're going to create some curves and join them together. So starting off, I'm going to show you, this is what I'm going to create, but I'm going to create another curve on the other side. As you can see, the curves are perfectly aligned and all on one level. So here we go. On the right hand side here, we need to create a lower ceiling to allow us to create the curve and keep it flush. So I'm using the catwalk method. I have a video on that, the link will be in the description. And what I do is I place a pillar, then a ceiling, and then the catwalk, a fence foundation on top of the catwalk, and then a pillar in the middle, and that lowers it down. I'm going to do the same again to drop it down one more time, and this will give me a lower ceiling, two times lower than the original ceiling. That is just an absolute fraction too low, so I'm now going to raise it up. I'm using the tiny fraction method. Again, that's in I've done a video before on that. So I'm looking for the lower snap point here on this pillar, and you can just see it just popped up there. There we go, and snap that there. You should see now I can place the ceiling on top, and it's just above the previous ceiling, but only a tiny fraction. So I'm going to place that there. I can now remove the top pillar and the lower ceiling there, and pillar and ceiling, and then you can see there's two ceilings, one on top of each other, and if I go underneath I can take out the bottom ceiling. So that ceiling now is the right height for me to create my curve. I'm going to save that height by placing another pillar with a ceiling on top, and then from there I can now remove the initial pillar. So now it's time to create the curve. I start this with a fence foundation that's hanging off the edge, and then I've got to get a fence foundation on the floor that's at 45 degrees angle to the one on top of the ceiling. It takes a moment to find it. It was just there it is. And then another one at that comes back towards this, creates the little the V, and I'm going to use that V to align up my fence foundation in a second. So I have to have something to aim my fence foundation at, so I'm going to use a stone water pipe, vertical water pipe here. You've got to really get this really well positioned. It has to be bang in the middle and just hanging off, only just hanging off the end of the fence foundation. I'm just going to take my time and find that. There we go. Place that. Now sometimes you can snap another pipe underneath, but in this case I can't. It's due to the height. So what I do is I place a water inlet, and then try and align up as best I can the vertical water pipe underneath, so that it is in line with the one going up through the ceiling. And have a look at it from the side and see if it's lined up, and no, you can see that's just to the left slightly. So I'm going to try and replace that a bit better. Try and find the right angle. That looks a lot better. So you can see that's pretty much exactly in line. So I can now remove the top water pipe and the water inlet. And I've now got something to aim my fence foundation at. I'm going to remove the ceiling and the fence foundation that's floating up in the air, and then place a fence foundation so that it's pointing directly at that water pipe. So I line that up as best I can, and now I've run another one that goes underneath the V. I can remove the first one and then replace the ceiling. And now I can extend the fence foundation that I put underneath the V up onto the top of the ceiling. So this is giving me the snap point for me to allow me to place to create a 16-sided circle. So you can see these are the different angles, and I just want a corner, so I've got I only really need 4 of these, but I've put in a few more, and then I run pillars down from the ends of those fence foundations, 4 sets of pillars, and then extend them out 2 pillars from the center. I can now remove all of the stuff that I used to get those angles, and I'm left now with my 4 pillars, which I extend 4 times in lines. Now I can put ceilings on top. You can see that the ceilings, the points all match up really neatly, and now I just continue with ceilings until I've covered the whole deck. And you'll see that they all line up on the inside and they all line up on the outside. So when I zoom out, I'm just going to add a few more on the end there, but when I zoom out, a nice flawless curve that has merged into the previous curves. I hope that helps in your designs, and I'll see you in the next video.